Do you think 30 sandwiches will be enough?
No, there are going to be 8 of us. Do you know, this is my very first slumber party. You've lived in Europe too long, cousin. Time you got acquainted with some of our swinging American customs. What does one do at a slumber party?
Everything but slumber.
Oh, boy. Mom, tell him.
Ross, these are for the slumber party.
Can I join the party? No. If you step 1 foot out of your room tonight, I'll clobber you. Who wants to watch a bunch of crazy girls in pajamas anyway? You've seen one, you've seen them all. Mom, couldn't you put them up for adoption? Gee, they look good. Maybe I could have the gang over for a cookout Saturday.
Well, I don't know why not.
Because my girls' club is meeting here Saturday.
Oh.
Maybe the Saturday after that?
Oh, I'm afraid my civics club is meeting here, but we'll find a day for your cookout.
Sure. Will you please get out of my way?
Who are we expecting, the 6th Army?
The 8th.
Do you want to play a game of chess, Dad?
You don't play chess.
You could teach me. I'm a quick learner.
No, not tonight, son.
Then will you watch television with me?
Yeah, I've got some reading to do.
Sure. Well, I guess I'll go to bed. Have a nice party. Gee, I wish there was someone in the family younger than me so I could pick on them. Oh, leave me alone. They're here. Mom.
We're going.
Wish I knew how customs like this got started. Make it a lot easier to help stamp them out. I've heard of camping out, but this is ridiculous.
Oh, come on, older generation.
Well, we made it. Is there anything to eat? Stow your gear and we'll go up and change. Get out of here, you Benedict Arnold. What'd you do that for? I was walking in my sleep. Then start running in your sleep, Buster, all the way up to your room. If you come down here once more tonight, I will personally kill you. Boy, when I grow 6 more inches, am I gonna get you?
Meet Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. I'm in my night clothes. Put the chain latch on the door. The lawn man upstairs says no boys allowed.
Hiya, Kathy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Richard. I can't let you in.
Yeah, I know, but I'm already in. Where's the goon squad?
The what?
The Phillies, Muppet Dreamsville, the girls.
Oh, they'll be here in a second. They had to get some things out of their hair.
As long as it's not us.
Greetings, monsters. It's the wolf pack.
So toss us our little Red Riding Hood, wench.
Down, Fang.
You can't turn us out like this.
It hurts us worse than it hurts you.
Good night. Don't think it hasn't been fun.
Don't be hasty, girl. The night's still young.
Yeah, so are we.
And that's what the lawn man upstairs says, and that's why you have to leave. Bye.
Whoever thought of boys must have made $1 million.
Then somebody came along and thought of girls. Think of the money there must have been in that.
I'm famished. Boys give me an appetite. Do you think our parents ever went to slumber parties? They didn't have them in medieval times. Can you picture our history teacher at a slumber party?
Oh, Tuttle the Terrible. I can't picture her doing anything. She was born an old maid. The trouble with Miss Tuttle is that before she gets through with it, she makes certain that history is dead. Miss Tuttle could make Roman history sound a little more interesting. I mean, she was there. Hey, you know who's a snap? Mr. Henderson. Give him the big toothy one, and it's an automatic B at least.
Oh, I wish those boys didn't have to go. Speaking of boys, how about that absolute dreamboat in our chemistry class?
That new boy, Paul Martin?
Mm.
He's really all time. But you have Richard. Oh, Richard's all right. But Paul has that certain something that Richard hasn't.
I know, a new car.
No, it isn't that. I mean, Paul seems so worldly. Wonder what it'd be like to kiss him.
Why don't I find out and let you know?
Maybe I'll find out for myself.
Say what? Me,
Natalie, are you awake?
Yes, are you?
No, I'm talking in my sleep. Do you know what time it is?
Don't tell me.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and those kids are still awake down there.
Well, of course, they're having a slumber party.
Somebody must explain that to me sometime.
Do you remember the block parties we used to have when we were kids?
That was different.
Oh?
Oh, I was expected to be asleep by 3 o'clock in the morning. Don't you think we're being too permissive with Patty?
Of course not. I told her she couldn't have a slumber party.
Listen to them. They sound like a gaggle of geese. What in heaven's name do they find to talk about all night?
Boys, food, boys, teachers, boys, clothes, boys.
I'll certainly be glad when they're over this stage and a few years older.
No, you won't.
Why not?
Because Patty and Kathy will probably be married and living in their own homes. And we'll remember tonight and them downstairs with their friends at 3 o'clock in the morning. And we'll be grateful for tonight.
Yeah. Can't win, can you?
Good night, dear.
You want to bet?
Thanks, Patty and Kathy. It was dreamy.
We'll do it again next week.
My house next time.
Okay.
Gee, I hope breakfast is ready when I get home. Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Bye, Patty.
Bye. I'm exhausted. It's the first time in my life I've ever stayed up all night. Yeah, but wasn't it a gas?
Are human beings allowed in here now?
Hi, Papa. Good morning, Uncle Martin.
How was the orgy?
A blast.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like from upstairs.
Oh, I'm sorry if we kept you awake.
Think nothing of it. I'm going to curl up with a good newspaper. Your mother is upstairs, sleeping off the party.
That's what I'm going to do. I can't stay awake another minute. Me, too. Richard's taking me to the movies this afternoon. I don't want to fall asleep in the middle of 13 bony men. You know who's a snap? Mr. Henderson. Give him the big toothy one, and it's an automatic B at least. The trouble with Miss Tuttle is that before she gets through with it, she makes certain that history is dead. Why, it's exactly what we said last night. Word for word. Observe the handwriting. It's that of Brother Rat. But how could he? I don't know how could he, but we're going to find out. He's escaped. Come on. Hey, you. Oh, hi, girls. You promised you weren't going to listen in on us last night. Who says I did? I hand you Exhibit A, and here is Exhibit B. I wasn't sure whether to write that or that new boy, Paul Martin. He's really all-time.
Keep talking.
Oh, Richard's all right. But Paul has that certain something that Richard has.
And you can stand here and tell us you weren't listening?
Yep, that's what I'm doing. Standing here and telling you I wasn't listening.
Then how?
Remember the tape recorder I got for my birthday?
You taped that conversation?
There's some real juicy stuff on it. I like the part where...
Never mind.
Where's the tape? Locked in a safety vault at the bank, with orders that if anything happens to me, it'll be played at my funeral.
It's not in any safety vault. This is Sunday. Hand it over.
See my attorney.
I'll see your parents. That's who I'll see right now.
One word to Mom and Dad, and I play the tape for Richard.
Ross, why are you doing this to me? What have I done to you?
Nothing. But all of a sudden last night, it hit me that no matter how old I get, I'll never be older than you. Now, for a while, I can be. I want a little attention paid to me around here.
Why are you doing this to me?
You're just an innocent bystander.
When I find that tape, I'm going to strangle you with it.
You won't find it. By the way, I've got a lot of homework. I'd like it done by tomorrow.
Why should I do your homework?
Not you, Kathy. I don't want to flunk.
Why should I do your homework?
The trouble with Miss Tuttle is...
Where is it?
On my desk. You can make my bed and clean my room.
You monster. If you think you're going to get away with it...
seems so worldly. I wonder what it would be like to kiss you.
What are we waiting for?
Hi, Richard.
Hey, you're not even dressed.
I can't go to the movies with you.
What's the matter? You sick or something?
Not exactly, but you're warm.
The family ground you? Well, then what's the matter?
I just can't go, Richard. I've got a headache, I think.
You think? Either you've got one or you haven't.
And I've got one. Oh, a big one. It's bigger than both of us.
Someone else?
How could you say such a thing?
Easy. I've seen you eyeing that Paul Martin character in chemistry
He
class.
doesn't mean a thing to me. You go on to the movie, Richard. I want you to enjoy yourself.
Enjoy myself? Go to a movie alone? I'll never understand women if I live to be 30.
The capital of Uruguay is Omaha, Buenos Aires.
Montevideo. Why?
Hello, Uncle Martin. I just thought it was time we learned more about our Latin American neighbors.
Well, that's Ross's homework you're doing, isn't it?
Ross had an important ball game.
And you're cleaning up his room for him. Now, you never set foot in here. You always said it wasn't fit for pigs.
It is now.
How did he con you two into this?
Oh, he didn't. We offered to do it. He looked sort of pale, and we told him to go out and get some fresh air or something.
Girls, are you sure everything is all right?
Fine, Uncle Martin. Sure. We'll do this for Ross, and he'll do something for us someday.
I'd like to live that long.
We must be more careful. Yeah. Listen, I've got an idea. You take this side of the room, and I'll take that side. That tape has got to be here someplace. You must have swallowed it. Perhaps he has it buried somewhere. It has to be here. But I give up. Come on, Kathy, let's go. Go? Oh!
Martin, there's something funny going on around here.
I know.
Patty and Kathy are upstairs cleaning Ross's room.
Well, he had a very important ball game.
Patty even broke a date with Richard to go to the movies. Wish I knew what was going on.
Why don't we ask this gentleman? I have a feeling he knows.
Hi, Mom. Dad. What's wrong? Is my face clean or something?
Ross, I saw Kathy doing your homework today.
And I saw Patty cleaning your room.
How do you like that? You can't beat girls.
All we want to know is why.
That's just because Patty's a great kid. After all, she comes from wonderful parents.
Flattery will get you nowhere. What have you got on her?
Gosh, can't a girl do a good deed for a brother without everybody getting suspicious?
In your case, no.
It's the unanimous opinion of her wonderful parents that something shady is going on.
Dad, there isn't. She just loves me like a brother, that's all.
Whatever it is, we'll probably never find out.
You know something? I'm glad.
Thanks. You may leave. Turn it on. Not that one, channel 7. You may go.
Dear Daddy, the other night I went to my first slumber party. At a slumber party, you don't sleep. Don't ask me why. He's giving me a coffee break. There must be some way to stop him.
Do they sell hand grenades to minors?
I don't think you'll have to find out. I have an idea.
We can't drown him in the bathtub. He never takes a bath.
I know how to find out where he's hiding that tape recorder. We will have to wait for the proper time, but I know it will work.
Could I please speak to Paul Martin?
Paul, it's Patty, dear.
Oh, no, I'm sure Richard doesn't know anything about it.
Oh, the same meeting place?
That's wonderful. He'll never find it.
Paul, you really do?
Well, I feel the same way about you, too.
Same place.
Tomorrow? Darling, you know I'll be there. Bye.
Here is his secret weapon.
Thanks, Kath. The reign of the little king is almost over.
I shall summon His Majesty.
Ross! Ross?
Patty would like to talk to you a moment.
she want? I'm watching television.
I don't know. She said it was important.
What is it?
Come over here where we can't be heard. Listen, I'm worried. Mom and Pop are beginning to wonder about all the service you're getting.
So what? What they don't know won't hurt them.
What if they find out?
Why should they? I fool them all the time.
Oh, do you really?
Are you kidding? I can wrap them around my little finger anytime I feel like it.
You can? How?
There's nothing to it. If I want something from Pop, I tell him how great his editorials are.
But you really think so, don't you?
Who reads them?
How do you handle your mother?
That's easy. She eats up flattery. She comes down in the morning looking like a mess. I tell her how beautiful she is and the world's my oyster.
Well, if it's as easy as all that, I guess we don't have to worry.
All you have to worry about is me. By the way, I'm running a little short of my allowance again.
I'll take care of you.
I know I can count on you.
You certainly can.
Hey, didn't you hear the bell?
Sure, we heard it.
Well?
We have something for you to hear.
There's nothing to it. If I want something from Pop, I tell him how great his editorials are.
Not this time, buddy boy. The king is dead. Long live the queen.
You aren't going to play that for Mom and Dad, are you?
You bet we are.
I was only showing off. You know I love them. It would hurt their feelings.
Look who is suddenly worried about hurting people's feelings. All right, we won't give it to them. As long as you do exactly what we tell you.
All right.
You may leave. Do you know, Patty? I feel sorry for him. Save your sympathy. We've got him just where we want him.
Ross?
Hi, Dad.
Do you know what it's going to mean, having our own private slave? He'll do our chores, run our errands.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Papa.
You two seem very happy.
We are, Uncle Martin.
You know, Ross doesn't seem very happy. I'm worried about him.
Oh, don't worry about Ross. We'll take care of him.
I have a hunch that he feels he's being neglected.
I promise you, he's not going to feel that way anymore.
Good. I know sometimes he's inclined to show off a little bit, but that's the only way he can fight back.
Fight back?
Well, being the youngest member of a family can be very painful, particularly if you're a sensitive boy with an older sister. Now, we all get so busy with our own problems sometimes that we forget how important Ross's problems can seem. But all he's looking for is love and recognition. Well, he gets plenty of love, but I'm not sure we've been giving him enough recognition. So I know I'm going to try a little harder, and well, I'm glad you're going to help. Well, going back to what you were doing.
Patty. Don't say it. We lost our slave.
Any more hot dogs? I want some more chili. Sure, we're loaded.
Do you mean to tell me you ate all that food already? You'll get sick.
I don't care. What? If I get sick, you make the best hot dogs and chili in the whole block.
Thanks.
Promise you won't think I'm a sissy if I tell you something?
Promise.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Shh, not so loud. I don't want the guys to hear.
Here's Kathy Kathy, who's lived most everywhere, from Zanzibar to Berkeley Square. But Patty's only seen the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy pair! But they're cousins, identical cousins, and you'll find
They laugh alike.
they walk alike, at times they even talk alike. You can lose your mind when cousins